And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Ready up. Top 50, Cowboy 80. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Play action. It's Ward. Eluding the pressure right. And his first pass is incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in the zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles, 60, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 18 Rattler, 19 Lions. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Ward. Flushed out right. Got his man, and that's the rookie 4th-round pick. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Buffalo 18. 18, Pioneer. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready, ready?
From the gun, here's Ward. The killer here, it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Cup 19, Cup 19. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Let's go.
Here's Ward. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now 2nd and 9.
Come on, come on. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Panther 11, Panther 11. Mustang 19.
To throw is Ward. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Throwing now, Ward. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Ready. 70, Timberwolf. Warriors, 70.
To throw, here's Ward. They'll roll him out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
That's an early scramble to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
19, ready.
Now Ward, third and goal. That's caught by Mingo, right side. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The career is more at stake when you win your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of time.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You talk about this Titan defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Stroud. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On the quick, right?
Now Stroud. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Stroud to throw it. And this one too low.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat, like the guys beyond that circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here now, a 3rd and 20.
Here we go. 11.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. A huge Houston. 49 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Throwing now is Stroud. Got his man, Dell. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Oh, 118. What's that?
And Stroud now to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Oh, that is a complete shank. It's no good. Off to the right.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Come on. Hit. Pat the 60. Ready.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Cougar 19. Take pass. 60 Maverick.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the former All-Pro Johnny Hecker on to punt for Tennessee. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It's fielded at the 45. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. but you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Calling a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Texans first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
18. What's up?
Stroud out of the gun here. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Look the hot, look the hot. Hey, no more. 11.
They'll go play action here with Stroud. They'll let this go deep for Collins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3.
Why Tony? Hey.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
On the quick, right?
Stroud sets up the play action. And he's got Jordan complete right side. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The Texans are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season, and they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right? They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. To mix it on the check down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
A 36-yard attempt.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on.
36-yard attempt.
And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So it's a 2nd missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the 4th down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 19 Lion. Go.
Working out of the gun here, Ward. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Texans nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
Already know how it go. Already know I got shit on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. He's got it to Collins, complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Stroud looking to throw. Pass complete. Joe Mixon out of the backfield. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Stroud. That's complete. It's Collins. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw again. And he's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before, getting his feet down.
Nico Collins. And the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. And they'll accept that penalty.
Amy Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now Ward, a final shot before break. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Here's Ward. Swinging this out for Pollard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
60 Eagles, 18, Pioneer, 79 Broncos, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Now Ward. That's to the tight end Helm. And the Titans are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
60, Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll run with Pollard. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Play 3 of the drive not is successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Warriors 70. Here we go. Here we go. Viking 18. Ready.
Pollard one more time. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
70 Timberwolf. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Pollard. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. 3 straight runs now, and that defense is held.
Yeah, we often talk about how the low man wins, right? Who wins leverage at the line of scrimmage? But it's not just that leverage. It's leverage with power. Who takes the line of scrimmage and moves it one way or the other? Right now, I can imagine the defense yelling at the offense, "Hey, guys, if I were you, I'd kick it. You're not getting in."
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Stroud. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Stroud. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stroud. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Right, Tony. Buggy.
He ran it last time. Now Stroud will throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here we go.
Mixon going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 3rd and goal, Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans have tied the ball game with a chance to go ahead now in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there.
Absolutely.
Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again, and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Stroud. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jaden Higgins with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. 55 yards rushing for him now to this point.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down in the yard.
19 Lions. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
From the gun, Ward. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Back to 60. 19 tight. 19 tight. Hurt. second, 60.
Throwing is Ward. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Cup 19, Cup 19. 79 Broncos.
Out of the gun, Ward. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The Titans on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
Trap 50, trap 50. Rig alert, rig alert. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready.
To throw, here's Ward. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down at the 28. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
On the quick, right?
They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Next to score, Texans 28, Titans 16.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Ready, set.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. He completes this one to Mingo. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Get it. 19 tight. 19. 60.
Ward now working out of the gun. And he'll just get rid of it.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from the guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Viking, 18. Rattler, 18 Rattler, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Ward. Flushed out right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Rig alert, rig alert. Drop 50, drop 50.
Going for it, here's Ward. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long.
Let's go now. Go.
To the air again, Ward. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Titans. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Here we go.
Titans will line up for the
Cowboy
two-point
80.
conversion.
It's complete. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
It's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
18. Let's hit.
Stroud to throw it. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
That's right. At 18. That's it. 19 seconds. Hey, uno more.
Throwing now is Stroud. That is caught. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
They bring pressure there on 3rd down, but this is a nice job of picking it up and making sure their guy has time to deliver the football. And they wind up getting the 1st down.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Oh,
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
South.
Another try for Mixon. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Joe Mixon. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's 1st and 10.
18, right here. 70, ready.
Throwing now, Ward. Flush to his right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here comes 2nd down. Here's Levis. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Texans will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
18, what's that?
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big 2nd half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the 2nd half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Texans, it'll be a